Epstein list.
And I know Christopher said it in his thing.
Christopher said about Jimmy Kimmel.
I told Kim today when I was talking, they were talking about it on the show yesterday, one of those shows. And I said, Aaron Rodgers,
now,
you better leave Jimmy Kimmel alone.
Christopher just said this. Exactly. What's the big deal with this Epstein list? Jimmy Kimmel's name is on there, allegedly. You see how Christopher thinks that Jimmy Kimmel's name is on there, allegedly. Because of Aaron Rodgers.
If I can be a fly on the wall when Jimmy Kimmel made his comment about this knucklehead.
Let's talk about it.
Go ahead.
Jimmy Kimmel hits back at NFL's Aaron Rodgers over reckless comments suggesting he was mentioned in the Epstein list. Now, first of all, I always give this disclaimer when I talk about a Packer. They're boneheads.
You know he was a Packer.
Now, we are Bears fans, and we know Packers are boneheads.
He was a bonehead when he was playing with them and said he owned the Bears.
He's a bonehead.
He said, I own you guys.
So if I know I have somebody...
beat him down for that.
If I know I have somebody who's a bonehead, I know how to treat them respectively. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Kimmel has hit back at Aaron Rodgers and threatened legal action after the NFL bonehead quarterback appeared to suggest on a podcast that the late night television host's name would be included in the Jeffrey Epstein documents. Now that I told you what the Jeffrey Epstein documents are, you understand why Jimmy Kimmel is upset.
Oh, heck yeah.
The Jets quarterback really
he ain't playing.
He's a Packer.
He got the injury and
made the comments.
One game he played, I think.
On the Mac-Ree or whatever show on Tuesday, saying there's a lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, who's really hoping that doesn't come out, the Epstein list.
Right.
Rodgers was referencing yet to be unsealed, this was the other day, documents from the Epstein case, including the identities of more than 150 people. Epstein died by the S word in August of 2019 in a federal jail in Manhattan while awaiting trial of, trafficking. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, if that list comes out, I'll definitely be popping some sort of bottles, Rodgers said on the show. Now, he's probably mad because Jimmy Kimmel has probably done jokes about him because he's a bonehead.
He is.
But with this list...
Jimmy Kimmel has pretty much said what a lot of people think, though, about Aaron Rodgers.
Right. But because I explained to you what the list is, you saw how angry Whoopi Goldberg was about people thinking something with her. Mm-hmm. Now you would understand why Jimmy Kimmel would be upset with you even making a suggestion that I'm on that list.
Yes.
Why would I be on that list? I had no business dealings with him. I didn't go to his island. I didn't go to his home. Why would I be on that list?
He was mad at Aaron.
So he says to Aaron Rodgers, your reckless words put my family in danger.
Yes,
Keep it up and we will debate the facts further in court.
And that's what they said on TMZ because the TMZ kids were saying, well, he didn't have to take it that serious. It wasn't like he ruined his name or anything. And then the TMZ guy, who was his name?
I don't know.
TMZ. He said, look at Jimmy Kimmel and what he said. He said, keep it up. If you keep putting my name out there, associating it with Epstein, then we're going to court.
So in other words, he said, keep my name out your mouth.
Thank you, like a Will Smith saying about Jada. Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
So I agree with that.
So Aaron, no. You went too far, my brother.
Aaron went too far.
Nobody likes you anyway.
So, he's a Packer.
Well,
was a Packer.
Was a Packer.
Always would be a Packer in my mind.
I feel like they wasting money for him now because he injured. He ain't even playing.
So that's our thing with Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel being attached to the Epstein list. And keep in mind, it's still coming out. Mm-hmm. The documents that came out today or yesterday aren't the only documents. Mm-hmm. There are more salacious documents that are coming out.
Wow.
And these are naming celebrities who went to the island, who allegedly, and they know they went to the island because they're on call records on the plane. You know, when you get on call records, whatever those words.
Those private
when you
jets.
get on jets, they have to write your name down.
Even the
legally.
private ones, right?
Even the private one. But what do they call it? Manifesto? I think it's manifestos, whatever those are.
But didn't they? And if I recall, the movie with military, do they do it a little different? Because remember that was You Can't Handle the Truth.
Oh,
they had to go and try to
name.
find the marking of that plane that he had took a plane. So he found one. You got to find it,
and they have to write it down.
Wow.
So these people who allegedly are celebrities or politicians or whatever, it's proven they went to the island because it's on that manifesto or whatever that thing is called.
Okay.
And now that doesn't prove they did anything when they got to the island. You still got to prove that. Mm-hmm. But it does look bad if you go to an island.
Where you know the island, what is the whole purpose of it.
But a lot of these celebrities are saying, I didn't know that. I think Naomi Kimmel was on there and she said, I didn't know he was doing that.
Well.
So you could go to somebody's home and be like, I didn't know he was doing all of that.
Right.
So.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
So that's the end of that.
Jimmy Kimmel. When I heard that yesterday, I said, dude, don't mess with Jimmy.
Now, this is a story that